We are back in our YouTube bag, and I'll see how much I can actually film before my phone decides that it's had enough of me and I run out of storage space. But it is 4 in the morning, and we are at Paddington Station. Just took an Uber here because I literally watched my bus pass me by. The way that I was supposed to come here was with the Lizzie line, and then woke up this morning like just a few hours after I checked my journey, and the Lizzie line isn't running, so we're panicking, but we're gonna get there. It's gonna be fine. We're going to Rockford People Fest in the Czech Republic. The lineup is crazy, but it's like a 4-day festival, and I'm gonna be there by myself. And it's a tent festival, a camping festival, and I've never done that before, so wish me luck.
The armrest down, and your seatbelt is securely fastened.
Took a detour to Český Krumlov, which is this cute little town. Holy shit, I have just squeezed my rental car, which is not a tiny car, into some absurd positions to get through some of these roads. I also had to wait approximately 10 minutes for an entire group of like 100+ tourists on like a guided walking tour to pass before I could like turn into the parking lot. Look how cute. It's a big bridge. If I had more time, I would definitely be doing that for sure. I asked my server if he was okay because I literally watched him burn his hand, and he had like a scar on it already because he was carrying some like scalding hot bowls of soup or something. So I asked if he was okay, and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Your hand, I watched you burn it." And then he was like, "No, I didn't." I was like, forget I fucking asked. When I was at the airport earlier, one of the border patrol guards just like got up and walked away, and there was a line full of people waiting to go get checked by him. And this one woman just all of a sudden starts trying to like merge over to our lane, and I was like, "Oh no, if you've been waiting in that lane, you can go wait over there." And she was like, "No, he's not here." And I was like, "That's not my problem." And I was looking at the women that were standing behind her because she was cutting them in line and then trying to cut me in line in front of the entire group of people that had been waiting in the line next to them. And I'll let you guess where she was from. But she tried to move over, and I was like, "That's not my problem." And then I just cut her off and I went. Okay, I don't know what is happening with my phone and my data, but my data has just switched off. So I just started driving in one direction. I thought I was maybe like too far up in the mountains that there was no service. It has not gotten better, and thank God I pulled over when I did, because I'm at the border. I am at the border of Austria. And I didn't pay for the extra pass to bring the car into a different country. Oh my God. I've already turned my phone off and turned it back on. Help. I also somehow got logged out of my SoundCloud account when things went awry. So now not only do I have to raw dog my instructions back to the city, but I have to do it silently. This was a 2.5-hour drive. Okay, I've restarted my phone several more times. I still don't have service. I made it to Prague. It took me like 4 fucking hours. It should have taken maybe 2. I'm so tired. Now I'm in Prague. I need to figure out where the fuck my hotel is. So I'm trying to find somewhere that I can mooch off their Wi-Fi outside and then like screenshot the instructions, Bing style. Not only did we make it to the hotel because my phenomenal directly input navigational skills had me only like 10 minutes around the corner, I just backed into the world's fucking smallest parking spot after I had to parallel park on the left-hand side going uphill in Prague. Nobody speak to me. God complex has been activated. The TV, the elevator, and the Wi-Fi doesn't work in this fucking hotel. But I got onion rings, mozzarella sticks, a grilled cheese, and a quesadilla for dinner. Good night. Okay, day 1 of the festival. I am actively trying to change this around. I've just taken my last shower for the next 4 days. I am going to get ready, which is going to be a little bit of a challenge because there is 0 overhead lighting in this hotel room. 0. I'll get ready, go eat breakfast, get the fuck out of here, check into my tent, trying to be in good spirits. I've never camped before, ever. And now I'm camping alone in a different country in the rain. So it's supposed to be raining all day today and like through the night until tomorrow morning. Wish me luck. We are ready for day 1 and we are slaying. Please enjoy this hair as it dissolves into a greasy mess over the next few days. I do have gel to do like a slick back look, but we'll see how well I can execute that in a fucking tent. I did repurchase another sim, so hopefully what happened yesterday does not happen again. And I have successfully gotten back into my SoundCloud account, thank fuck. Now I'm going to go get some brekkie at the hotel and check out and then be on my merry way. I'm an idiot, so I'm here, but before going to where I'm parking the car, there was this thing that said accreditation. My dumbass was like, oh, that's where I pick up my wristband. That's for the bands. That's for staff. That's for VIP. Oh, I'm with the band. I literally just walked in. I should have been like, hi. Hi, can I have a VIP wristband? Thank you. Spoiler alert, I did not make it in time. Magnolia Park is on right now, right there. And this is me trekking along to find my hotel, my tent. I have made it to my humble abode. It is not wet inside. It is dual layered, but it is dark as fuck because it's like built-in blackout curtains, I guess. So I don't know how to fix that, but it feels quite insulated and the sound of the rain actually sounds quite nice. Nothing more to say. This is it. This is her. Just got back to my tent after seeing the Pretty Reckless Electric Callboy is on right now, but I didn't feel like dealing with that crowd, so I came back to like have something to eat and chill for a little bit before Gorillas. And when I got back to my tent, there was a group of like 7 men drinking like a few tents down, and they saw me come up and they were like, oh, like, do you want something to drink? I was like, or they said something to me in Czech first, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. And they were like, do you want something to drink? And I was like, no, I don't drink. And then they were like, oh, your eyes are so beautiful. And then I was like, thank you. And I was leaning down to like unlock my tent, so they saw that it was locked and I had my keys and stuff. And they were like, oh, can I help you? And then I said no. And then another one piped up and was like, can I help you? And like just kept going on. And it just, why do men? Like, now I feel uncomfortable. So thanks. We're back at the car. We made it through the night, barely. I honestly couldn't fucking sleep because every time I heard somebody zip their tent or unzip their tent in the middle of the night, I thought it was my next door neighbors coming for me. So I decided to leave. I booked a hotel at like 3 in the morning. I was awake all night because they just kept fucking yapping, and then they were up and yapping again this morning at 8 a.m. So I just don't think tent life is for me, especially when I am given 2 sandwich bag sized IKEA blankets, the thickness of a Cheez-It, to keep me warm in freezing cold, rainy weather. So come with me to my motel, and I just hope that it goes up from here because it continues going down and I didn't expect it to be like this. So honestly, while I was like leaving with, whoa, what is that? Interesting. Anyway, honestly, while I was leaving with my luggage, a bunch of people gave me like dirty looks or like smirking at me like, oh, she couldn't handle it, like whatever. And you know what? Here's your PSA to not give a fuck about what anybody thinks if it feels right for you and it's not harming other people, because for me personally, I would rather be dramatic than dead. But that's just me, so fuck off. Also, on top of literally everything else, I think my eyebrow piercing is rejecting. I think my life is also rejecting right now, so I'm cold, I'm wet, I'm irritated, so I'm treating myself to a visit to the mall. Let's see what they've got going on. I feel like that meme of Drew Barrymore in the rain, because what an upgrade. We have an apartment. Here's my living room, TV, kitchen, full kitchen, and then next room, bedroom. Look at that, a bed that I'm not gonna wake up on the cold, ant-infested, wet ground after sleeping on. There is 1, 2, 3 lockable doors before you get to my bedroom. Full bathroom with shower. And upon arrival, I had a bunch of stuff in my hands and a nice man opened the door for me. Because if you actually wanted to be helpful, you'd do some shit like that instead of making it weird, you fucking losers. Upgrade. Only up from here. I fear my suspicion was fucking correct. It literally just fell out and went down the drain. This diva's relentless persistence to have a good time continues. We've just parked. We're ready for day 2. So far, every time I've tried to take the bus, I have missed it by 10 minutes, and the next one's not coming for like 45. So fingers crossed that I made it this time, but the sun's out. It's not raining anymore. We look slay, even without our eyebrow piercing. And it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good, fun, safe time.
Oh my fucking gosh! And we came here tonight to party like it's 1999!
I was too!
Good morning, party people. Slept so good because I wasn't in a tent. And I'm gonna go get my complimentary breakfast included with my new hotel stay. And then I'm gonna get changed. And then I'm gonna go to the mall. And then I'm gonna go to an ossuary made of bones and skeletons. And then I'm gonna read. And then it's time for day 3 of the festival.
I'm on my way to the ossuary, and you're not allowed to take pictures, and you're not allowed to speak out of respect for the dead, which I will be doing, but I really hope there's a gift shop. I ended up not going to the festival tonight because the only headliner the 3 headliners that I wanted to see were A Day to Remember, then Wolf Alice, then Bring Me the Horizon. And I was up and out of the house like from the beginning, like 10 a.m. this morning after like less than 7 hours of sleep. And I was looking at the schedule and I was like, I only really know and don't love like 3 A Day to Remember songs, and not saying that you can't go to a festival and enjoy other acts that you don't already know or other songs that you don't know from people that you do know and like, but just for me personally, I mean, it's like a 5-day festival, so I'm trying to preserve my energy wisely. And then Wolf Alice seems like a really out of place headliner in my opinion. I only know one of their songs and it's quite chill, and this is like a rock and metal festival, so I don't think that would have been somewhere that I was going to really enjoy and love, because it's just a completely different vibe. And then Bring Me the Horizon, I love so many of their songs. They put on a really good show. I have seen them as like their own concert before, so it's not like I've never seen them before, and I know it would have been good. I just was really on the fence about if I was gonna go or not, and I was kind of dragging my feet, and I took a really long nap, and my energy was kind of depleted, so I decided against it. And honestly, that's the best part about solo travel, is that you can do whatever you want and make whatever schedule you want and choose to do something or to not do something. And I crossed something off my list earlier with the Bone Church and like explored this cute little town, got some souvenirs, got lunch out, and it was a really nice day. So I still made the most of my time. It's not like I've been sitting in bed all day, but I'm saving my energy to see my favorite band ever tomorrow. And I really want to be like front fucking row, so we'll see. We're a little behind schedule, but it's because we're looking really good. Really good. Let me just, lighting. This is the look, the hair, the makeup, the gems, the shirt. Her. Yes. I wanted to be there 15 minutes ago, but I missed the bus by 6 minutes. So I've ordered a Bolt and now we're waiting. But please, I don't want to miss any of it. Okay, so he dropped me off in a different place than usual. So now I have to navigate my way in from a completely new place. And I hope this doesn't take me an extra long time. I think I'm in the depths of like the loading area. I just got beeped at from the golf cart by a security, and part of me wants to go back and be like, hi, do you want to bring me backstage? Okay, I know where I am now. That just unfortunately detoured me by like 10 minutes, but we're rounding the corner literally, and hopefully I have enough time to pee before they start. Bad. Frozen. Barricade. I think the only logical thing left to do at this festival is to get a tattoo. I mean, I'm absolutely devastated. Hador studio is booked up for tonight, and they asked if I'd be here tomorrow, but unfortunately tomorrow's departure day. So we have an hour to wait until Halsey, and then Rock for People is done. Goodbye, Hradec Králové. We are going back to Prague, going to the monastery, and I've got one more night and then leaving tomorrow evening. So let's make the most of the rest of our time. I came here looking for nutrias and I didn't find any, but I did find this view. Very porch. Okay, just kidding. Oh my god, so cute. Made it to the last hotel, and honestly I could stay in this bed until I have to leave for the airport tomorrow. But alas, the world is big and we must explore it. I really want to book like a massage or a facial or something though. I have a few hours to kill before I have to go to the airport, and I tried to go to this like park and garden to do like a little hike or something or read outside. No parking. So now I'm at the zoo. Not my favorite place, but yeah, here we are. Your unemployed friend on a random Monday. My flight is in an hour, and my SoundCloud has deleted all of my songs. All of my downloaded songs. 5,000 plus songs. The only song left downloaded, the one singular song that I have access to, is Show Off by Somo. If you know, you know. Well, on that note, it's time to board our flight. Get me the fuck home. It's been a journey.